Hello guys, how are you all doing? I hope all of you are in the pink of your health. You know, we are doing the book review of Play of Consciousness written by Swami Muktananda. In yesterday's video, we did the book review of the chapter 21 having the heading Visit to INDRALOKA. And we just stopped where Swami Muktananda is being taken to the actual residence of the Indra. Okay, that is where we stopped. We saw that they were going in a chariot, and they were going to visit a very big palace, and the path was strewn with flowers. And on one side the men were standing with garlands, and on the other side the women were standing with golden plates to take arati. That is where we stopped. And here now we will continue with the rest of the chapter. And now here in this paragraph, Swami Muktananda says that he has written like that: I now understand that the God who was with me was none other than the King of the heaven and Lord of 100 sacrifices, that is Indra himself. So in yesterday's video, while you were listening, many of you might have guessed that the God what Swami Muktananda was referring to in the form of human must be the king of Indraloka, that is none other than Indra. But it need not be always the same, isn't it? See, sometimes when our guests come, depending upon the situation, like we may go to the railway station, we may go to the airport to pick them up. Sometimes if the timing is not all right, then we may send our car, we may send our messenger, we may send some conveyance, like that. So there is no hard and fast rule that Indra himself should come and take Muktananda. That's why. And so some of you might have guessed that it must be the Indran himself. I guessed it like that, but it need not be the correct answer, because he can send a chariot with a Sarathi, with the driver, isn't it? Even that is possible. But now he says, Muktananda says, that I now realize that it is in the other person sitting in my chariot is none other than Indra himself. Okay, see, he had risen to this present eminence because of the good deeds he had done as a king in a previous life as a human being. So Indra was a king in Bulok as a human being, and he was a very good king, and so he was raised to the level of the Indra, that is the post which is responsible for taking care of all the lokas. It is not here, Indran is not only in charge of Indralok, he is in charge of so many loks, the lokas, not loks, lokas. Okay. So actually in the chariot, Indran himself had come to pick him up. Okay, so now both of them are going to the very same palace where Indra is residing at present. So he is going there, and they are welcomed. They did arati for both of them, and then they saw the palace, and then the real abode of Indra. And then they are going around the places and seeing, and he is giving the description. See, he says, we were both worshipped with arati. All the people of the city were young, healthy, strong, and free from sadness. Though they were slim, they were all very strong, and there was so much of glow, radiance coming out of their bodies, and it had been in Indra's own dwelling place. I had been in Indra's own dwelling place, But now, accompanied by him, I went to see other places and was welcomed in each place wherever he went with the Indra. Both of them were worshipped by taking Arati. Because it is Indraloka. In Indraloka, when Indran is their god, their head, their king, Indran. So wherever he goes, people are happy to receive him. And Indraloka is a place where people are living. As he said, they are very young, they are healthy, they are slim, with so much of radiance. And this radiance coming out of their face, coming out of their body is because of the satisfied life they are leading in Indraloka. And Muktananda also says that people who have completed all the desires, that is, those people whose all the desires were fulfilled, only those people can go to Indraloka. So when they go to Indraloka, they don't have any longing for anything, because all their desires are fulfilled. They don't long anymore for anything. But still, everything is available in the Indraloka. Everything is available in the Indraloka. So, Indraloka is the world of the virtuous, where sensuous desires are fulfilled. And because it grants enjoyment, it may also be called Sukamaloka. Sukamaloka. It is giving lot of happiness, enjoyment. There is no dearth for anything in Indraloka. Okay, so such a rich place it is. The world of the satisfaction of desires. So, Sukamaloka means the world of satisfaction of all desires. And so he went to another place around in and around the palace, and then he was describing the people there, dwelling place, all those things. Okay, now he says, as I looked around, a necklace of pearls and another of flowers, a necklace of pearls and a necklace of flowers were placed over my head. These garlands were kept on his head. At the moment, the flying silver chariot appeared before us. Again, the flying chariot appeared. So I understood it as a signal for our departure. So Muktananda understood that the time has come for him to leave the Indraloka. And Indra and I got in and sat down on our seats. So this is again a notable thing. Sometimes we may go to the airport to receive our guest, but all the time we need not go along with them to see them off. But here Indra himself came to receive Swami Muktananda. He did all the things required as per the laws of Indraloka, worshipping him with Arati, giving this, that, showing all the places, going around with him to all the places. And now Indran is going back with Swami Muktananda to leave him back. You see what a great honor Swami Muktananda is given. You see, can you ever imagine these things happening to us? But as I said earlier in the previous video, I have read another person's experience also, same ditto. He is also a pious person, and as he is talking, he goes into Samadhi and he is taken to this Indraloka. He also mentions about Indraloka, elephant Airavadam, all those things. So this must be the common practice for all those who are doing intense sadhana. Not doing a half an hour meditation once in a month. Even if you do half an hour meditation, that is enough. But we must be regular. Consistently we should be doing. Okay, and there are so many instances where, see, people have said already so many things. See, in the Kali Yuga, you don't have to do yajna as it was done in the other 3 yugas. In Satya Yuga, in Treta Yuga and Dwapara Yuga, they were all very, very rich. But they had to do tapas for years together, decades together. And the kings, they performed yajna spending crores and crores. Because they had that much of money, they had so many servants, they had so many people at their beck and call. So for the welfare of the king and his family and for the welfare of his prajas, the people in his kingdom, he did so much. But now we are in the Kali Yuga, and it is also written that when you are living in Kali Yuga, you don't have to do yajna, you don't have to do penance for decades together, for hundreds of years. You just chant, you take one mantra, you go to a guru, with the help of a guru, get initiated with just one mantra. Chant this mantra for 5 minutes every day. That is enough. You will get mukti. You will get liberation. You will get salvation. Because this Kali Yuga is such a thing. We are in such a place, we are at the crossroads where so many external things are distracting us. The comforts are increasing. The time is becoming less, and it is already said in the Vedas that in Kali Yuga there won't be any dearth for money. More than money, there will be dearth for time, because you see, all of us are engaged in so many other activities. You go to a cobbler for mending your shoe, he says, come after a week, I am very busy. He says, look at the number of shoes I have got. After completing this only, I will take your work. Come after 1 month. Such is the situation. And for us also, are we not feeling that the time is flying? I am feeling every day. The time is not running. It is not going fast. The time is flying. You realize, you getting up in the morning, one after the other, you keep doing so many things, whatever you like. By the time night comes and you go to sleep, off to bed, isn't it? So when we are running here and there, pillar to post, to accomplish all our desires, there is no time to think of God. That's why God himself said, if we keep one foot forward in search of me, I will come keeping 10 foot closer to you. Somewhere I heard Mahavadar Babaji himself told his disciples, my dear disciples, you do Kriya Yoga for half an hour. I will keep double the amount of the work you are putting in your account. Just do a little. I will fill up the rest. Because the nature of the Kali Yuga is such. So you get a good guru, get one mantra, one letter, one bija mantra. Keep chanting, that is enough. Rama Rama Ramedi, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranama Tattulyam Sri Rama Nama Varanane. Best mantram for Kali Yuga. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. This is enough. I just, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Enough. You will get mukti. Okay. So, we should be very, in Kali Yuga, what is expected of us to attain mukti is just devotion, bhakti, surrender. Okay, and then chanting these mantras or doing puja. There are 4 ways by which you can get mukti. Raja Yogam, Bhakti Yogam, Karma Yogam, Jnana Yogam. In any of these ways, you can attain mukti. You can catch hold of any one method and continue, or an amalgamation of all the 4. Anything will take you to mukti. The only question is, are you regular in your practice? Are you sincere in your practice? That is what is being asked, nothing else. Okay. So, like that, now, so he is brought back with the help of the chariot. Indra himself is bringing him back to Nagad. So, he comes back to Nagad, he comes back to his hut, and his meditation comes to an end, and he opens his eyes. And the peculiar thing about the visit to Indraloka is, he says, when I keep my eyes open, I am able to see all those scenes. When I close my eyes also, I am able to see all those things. So impressionable it was, might be. He is able to see that. He say, I opened my eyes and saw the same scene in front of me. When I shut them, I could still see it. I was struck with wonder as I remembered all I had seen. I wandered around a bit outside, and my Tantra state, that is now what is happening out in his hut, he is telling. Okay, and then, so, another paragraph he has written, that is, he says, he has seen the heaven, hell, the world of cobras, Nagaloka. Now, Muktananda says that I began to have a complete faith in the scriptures, in the Puranas. See Garuda Purana, Shiva Purana, Vishnu Purana. There are 18 Puranas, 4 Vedas, so many Upanishads and Puranas, and so many stories. Epics, Mahabharata, Ramayana. So, I too had this doubt. I thought these are all the extension of the imagination of some great saint, Valmiki, Vyasamuni. Like that, they were all great people. So they had so much of imagination that they imagined and wrote these stories to guide us how we should live. If you think of Rama, you know how a person should be, how a man should lead his life, how authentic, how sincere he should be. You think of Hanuman, that is the bhakti mark. Unconditional love, devotion towards his Lord. Like that, I thought these are all stories which are written out of imagination to mend our life, to guide us. But you know, you go to Vrindavan, you go to Mathura, you go to so many places. These places existed, and now also they are existing. I visited Vrindavan some 30 years back. And there also, you know, in Vrindavan, they, after Arati in the evening, they chase all of us out. No visitor is allowed to stay inside the temple. Nobody should be there. Why, you know? Because after 7 p.m., they said Rasa Leela is happening. Rasa Leela means Lord Krishna will come, Radhe will come, and all the Gopikas also will come, and they are dancing and they are having fun, which we are not supposed to see. We cannot see even if we are there. So these are all divine things. So these things have really happened. That's why India is worshipped as the sacred bhumi, place. Okay. So now, after he himself visited these places. Now Swami Muktananda says that I do believe in the existence of these lokas because I have seen it myself. All these days I was thinking that these scriptures were all written by the imagination of the because of the figment of the mind of sages. Whereas now, see, he is so humble. Swami Muktananda is so humble and so simple that he says that even for a very normal man like me, who is doing minimum sadhana, I am getting all these things. But compared to us, he is not a minimum person. He has tremendous faith in his Guru. And his Guru only has shown him the way. And because of his Guru's grace, Kundalini is also awakened. Chit Shakthi is also graceful enough to shower her blessings, and that's why he is able to see all these things. Okay, so he thought, see, the ancient sages could see deeply into areas that we cannot see, and had composed the scriptures with the omniscience acquired through yoga. You see, how could anyone count the 72 millions of nadis inside our body? It's only through meditation. In the meditation they saw the 72 crores, 72 lakhs, 10,000 nadis, or normally simply we say 72,000 nadis, though they have further branches. How can anyone sit and count the 72,000 nadis? But a person who is in deep meditation is able to see. He need not count, he knows the number by virtue of his sadhana. Isn't it? Even Swami Muktananda has said that through his third eye, he is able to see what is inside the skull. Can any one of us see what is inside the skull? His eyes turned inwards, that is what is the meaning of turning inwards. His eyes turned inwards and he could see the inner contents of the skull. Maybe he might have seen the pineal gland also, which is the abode of the Atma. Many people have seen that. So, we should also try. Since we are all in the path of liberation, since we are all seeking mukti, we should also try. So, in Kali Yuga, we don't have to do meditation for 20 hours out of 22 hours. 24 hours. But we should be regular. How regular are you? That will be the only question. So let us do our sadhanas, meditation, everything in a sincere way, in a regular way, as per the availability of the time. Then we can also attain this state, what Swami Muktananda has attained. In 1956, he got liberated, he got mukti. And all of us are also trying for that, isn't it? So, let us continue our sadhanas and get liberated in this lifetime itself. May God bless all of us, including me, I am saying. May God bless all of us.